This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. In this Business Intelligence Master Program, today this is 24th session. In this session, we are going to see multi-table incremental load or delta load from SQL to the Blob Storage, SQL DB to Blob Storage. Yesterday, we have seen if you have a single table for incremental load, how you can do, we have seen. So now what happens is in real time, we have multiple tables that we need to copy incrementally. So how you can do that? Okay. So that particular thing we are going to discuss. Okay, multi-table incremental load or delta load. Today we are going to deal with the multiple tables. In this session we are going to see scenarios, then what is incremental load, how to implement pipeline for incremental load, table syntax, stored procedure syntax, estimations, prerequisites, and the required resources. Then demo, with respect to demo, how to create SQL database, how to create table, stored procedure, blob storage, Azure Data Factory V2, linked service using integration runtime, multiple data sets, pipeline, debug pipeline, run pipeline, and monitor pipeline. So I hope everything is clear to all of you, because everything we were doing since last 20 sessions. Okay, so scenarios. So today we are going to see how to copy multiple tables from Azure SQL database to the blob storage incrementally. So yesterday we were working with single table. Today we have a multiple tables which we need to load incrementally. So how to maintain last processed value for each table? So it's not a single table. Today we have multiple tables. How you are going to maintain multiple last processed value for all the tables? In today's session, I'm going to use lookup activity for each activity, copy activity, and stored procedure activity. Yesterday, what all activities we have used? Lookup, copy activity, and stored procedure activity. So today I'm going to introduce one more activity called for each activity. Why for each activity? This is for copying each table for each. What it means, for each table, if you want to do, then you need to use a for each activity. For each table you want to load or full load or incremental load, doesn't matter. Whenever you are working with the multiple tables, you need to go with the for each activity. Okay, now, so what is incremental load or delta load? So yesterday we discussed. Can somebody tell me what is incremental load or delta load? Are we going to take entire data which we have in the table, or only new records and updated records?
New record.
New record.
New record.
Thank you, Avinash. Thank you, Naval. Devendra. Thank you. So we are going to take only new records and the updated records. We don't know at that particular time whether it's a updated record, whether it's a new record, we don't know. So we will consider everything is a new record after that particular last processed value. Last processed value can be a ID, it can be a date. Okay, we were discussing, right? Delta column can be a number or it can be a date time. Now we'll see. See here, full load. Full load means entire data dump that takes place the first time a data source is loaded into sync. So whenever, see, right now I have collected a lot of information in my on-premise. Now I decided to go with the cloud. First step that I need to do is I need to load entire data which I have in my on-premise into the cloud. That is nothing but a full load. Later, what I need to do, as of today, whatever data I have, everything loaded into the target. From tomorrow, whatever data is adding to my tables, only that newly added data into the table I need to identify. Only that particular records I need to load it into my target. Okay, that is nothing but an incremental. Incremental load means only new records and updated records we are going to identify, and we are going to load it into the target instead of loading entire data. So delta between target and source data is dumped at a regular intervals. Maybe as we discussed yesterday, it can be, you can load hourly, you can load week, like daily, you can load weekly, monthly, or you can load even quarterly. Okay, the last extracted date is stored so that only records added after this date are loaded. So what happens, example, I have loaded data up to, you can consider up to January 1st 2020. So later whatever data is coming, that data I'm going to add one by one. Example, let's say today date is I think 23rd. Okay, in this 23rd, whatever data I have in the table till November 22nd, I have copied yesterday. Okay, remember. Now what happened after I copied the data, again some transactions happened, some new customers came into my system. So now I see all the people, like I see some more records, some more new records in my table. Now what I need to do, I need to pick only those records and I need to load it into my system. That is nothing but incremental load. So we have seen the difference between full load and incremental load. Full load means rows sync, meaning all rows in source data you need to take. Incremental load means new and updated records only we are going to take. Time, it will take more time, it will take less time. Difficulty, this is low, this is high. Why this is high? Because we need to identify the new and updated records. It is little bit difficult, right? So that's why it's a more difficult. But why it will take less time? Because instead of copying entire data, you are going to copy whatever data is added recently, whatever data new, only that data you are going to take. That's why copying or processing data will be much more easy, and much more easy means, I mean to say, it will take a very less time to copy because we have a less data to copy, right? Fine. Now incremental load. See, I have this record, customer record, I'm inserting into this. Now I have another customer record, I'm inserting into this table. So that's how table will get the records. Now max value from this table. What is the max CID in this table? What is the max date time in this column, in this table? Okay, this is the max ID is 4, max join date is 11/04. Okay, clear. So how you will write the query to get the max CID or max rejoin date? So select max CID as max value from customer. See, max value is 4. Select max C join date as max value from customer. See here, max value 2020 11/04 10 10 10. Okay. So this is the max date. This is the max ID. Now fetch records from table based on condition. Let's say if I say select star from cast where CID greater than 2, what all records I will get?
3 and 4.
Okay, 3 and 4. Now same thing, I am going to do something else. Select star from cast where C joined date greater than 11/03. Greater than 11/03. What all records I will get? What is
One
that
record will get.
Which record I am going to do?
104 will get.
3 and 4, these two. And when I say greater than 3, I will get only one record. When I say greater than 4, I will not get anything. But when I say dates, let's go with the dates. Let's say select star from cast where C joined date greater than 11/02. What all records I will get?
3 and 4.
702 and 4.
Very good. So you are clear on all of these things, right? So you need to be clear on all of this. Now you see cust ID, cust name, cust duration. So let's go with what is incremental load. Whoever don't know, they can able to understand. These are my source table. In this source table, max cust ID which I have is 1. So as of now, I did not process any data. So my last processed value is 0, meaning 0 records I processed as of now. Now what I will do, this table data I will load it into my custody.csv in Blob Storage. After that, I need to tell, I already copied one record to my Blob Storage target. So this max value I need to update in the last processed value. Now last processed value is 1. Okay, remember. Now you see same custody table I have, and max value is still 1. Last processed value is also 1 because already this record we copied. This custody we already copied 1. That's why I just marked here last processed value is 1. Now what I will do, I will just try to copy this data, but this data is already I copied, so I will not be able to copy anything. So I have not copied anything because there is no new record. So max value I need to update in this last processed value. What is the last processed value? Same 1 because we have not copied anything. How you will write a query to fetch the new records from this table? Can somebody tell me, friends? How you will identify new records now? Tell me what query you are going to fire to find only new records. You can speak out, Pawan. Murli, tell me, Murli. Avinash. Tell me, friends, tell me. Yesterday we discussed. I will just give you clue. Last processed value, you need to put it in the condition. Okay, fine. Nobody is.
Last value is greater, less than a cust, I think so, or greater than.
And greater than. Select star from cast where CID is greater than last processed value. Select star from cast meaning entire data. But instead of entire data, I'm going to put a condition saying that where cast underscore ID greater than last processed value. Greater than last processed value means greater than 1. Because already one record you already processed. Now you are asking after 1. Do I have any customer records? So you don't have anything, so you will get a result is none, so meaning 0 records. Those 0 records you are trying to copy. Okay, now let's go to the next scenario. You see here I have added one more record. Now max value is 2. Till what record we processed previously? What is the last processed value here?
1.
Very good. The last processed value is 1 as of now. So now what I am going to write a query, same query, select a star from cust table where CID greater than 1, greater than last processed value. Now how many records I will get?
1 record.
Only
One record. That one record I will copy into my blob storage. Then I need to update my max value in the last process value, saying that I have copied up to 2 records. Now this is the I have added one more record. Okay, max value is 3, last process value is 2 now. So I will copy only the third record. How I will know third record? I need to copy select star from cust table where CID greater than 2 again. So now I will load that third record into this table. This max value I will update in the last process value. Okay, this is how the incremental load will happen. Now we'll see for multiple tables how you'll do is, see, you will have a lookup activity. Lookup activity is going to read a metadata table. Okay, see, create a data set to read metadata table. What is that metadata table it will read? It will read metadata table something like this. Okay, table name, delta column, last processed value, sync, target. Okay, here you can say this is the cust table. This is the CID is the delta column in this particular table. Till what record I process? The 0 records. Okay, so where I need to load? My target folder is C data. So EMP is the my table name. So in this table, I need to identify records based on the EID, employee ID. And as of now, I copied 0 records from employee table. And eData is my target folder, meaning in sync, I need to create a container with this particular name. Next, sales is my table. In this sales table, if I want to identify records, I need to identify by using sales ID. Okay, as of now, I copied 0 records. Target said I am going to create a SData container. France is the table, TID is the delta column. I have copied 0 records. T data is going to be my container name. Okay, these tables list I will pass it to for each. How will pass, you know, right? At the rate activity of lookup dot output dot value. Now I received items, 4 items inside this. So can you tell me, before you load any table, what you need to get from the source table? I just have shown you in the slides what you need to get from the table, from the source table. What is the important thing that you need to take? First thing,
Maximum customer ID.
Max
good,
value.
very good, friends. So max value we need to get. So I am using lookup to get the max value. Okay, see, select max. How you will know on what column you are going to apply the max? Select max based on decol. Decol you are going to pass dynamically because it's not a fixed column. Delta column, decol is nothing but a delta column. Delta column or incremental column name you can say. Select max, it will become a CID if it is a table name is cust. See, decol and T name both I need to pass dynamically. Now, so decol is going to be CID if the table is cust. Delta column is going to be EID if the table is EMP. SID delta column is going to be SID if the table is sales. Delta column is going to be TID if the table is trans. Understood? Now I am going to get the max value. Once I get the max value, anyhow last processed value I already have, so I can directly pass this value. So now what I will do, I will use my copy activity, copy data activity. Sorry. So in this copy data activity, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say select See, I'm going to write query something like this. Select star from table. Table name I need to pass dynamically, where D called delta column greater than last processed value. Let's consider for the first table. See, table name is going to be cust, so it will become select star from cust, where delta column is CAD greater than last processed value, greater than 0. Greater than 0, whatever records I have, all those records I will take and I will load it into the blob storage. This is clear. Once I completed for cust table, next EMP table will come automatically. Select star from EMP, where delta column is EID, last processed value is 0. Something like that will happen. Now finally, I have a stored procedure. This stored procedure is going to update my last processed value. Okay, it will update last processed value for cust table first. How it will get the last processed value? From this particular lookup activity. See, inside for each, you know how it will process. First, it will take this entire record, this item, first row it will take, and it will get the max value for customer table, and it will copy the new records from the customer table to the blob storage. Then it will update the last processed value for the customer table. Once this entire record processing is completed, then for each will pass the next item, that is EMP, EID, 0 and E data. Now what happens again? For EMP you will get a max date or max ID. It can be date or ID. It can be both. Okay. Yesterday we have seen with ID. So today we are going to deal with the date. Okay, fine. So both the same steps. You no need to worry, right? So EMP, let's say now I got the max EID. Now what I need to do? I need to say select a star from EMP where EID greater than 0, because last processed value is 0. Till 0 record I process. So whatever result comes, those results I will load it into my blob storage. Finally, what I'm going to do? I'm going to load it into my destination. Oh, sorry, I'm going to update the last processed value, whatever I got the max value here. So in the same way, for third record, what will happen? Can somebody tell me, friends, what will happen?
For third record also, it will get the values for sales table, max value, and it will copy the data into blob, and then it will update the table with the whatever the max value we got in the store price.
Correct. Okay, in the same way, for trans table also same thing is going to happen. Okay, I hope everybody is clear. See, so you need to pass two things to stored procedure. One is table name, second one is lookup output, meaning this output as a last processed value. Okay, clear to all of you? Now you see, I'm just giving here only. When I create a SQL database, I need to have few things. One thing is I need to have a metadata table. Second thing is I need to have all the source table, meaning total I am going to maintain 5 tables. After that, we need to have a one stored procedure which is going to update the last processed value. Now you should understand, I should have a total 5 tables. 4 are the source table, 1 is metadata table, 1 stored procedure. Okay, in the tables we are going to insert the respective values. Okay, clear? So now what happens? So for each will give you first cust table, next it will give you EMP table, next it will give you sales table record, next it will give you trans table. So one by one you are going to process. Okay, so that's all, friends. Everybody is able to hear me, friends? I think Bhaskar Reddy is saying he is not able to hear. Can you hear me, friends? Hello.
Yes, sir. Here.
Can you hear me now? Okay, fine.
Yes.
Thank you. Fine. Now you see. So we have a SQL server. So how to copy data from SQL DB to Blob Storage? You know, in SQL server we'll have a database. In multiple databases, we can maintain. In particular database, we have a customer table. This customer table, I want to load it into Blob Storage. How we will do? First linker service we need, then input data set, copy activity I'm going to use, then output data set I will create to refer into which folder I need to load in Blob Storage set. To refer that, we need to reference the linker service. Okay, once I have done all these things, once I execute, I can able to copy customer table data into custom.csv. All these things will be done by Azure integration runtime, will be maintained by Azure Data Factory. Okay, all these things you know, that's why I'm going a little bit fast. So you know table creation. Okay, so this is how we will insert the records. This is how we will select the data from the table. Next, procedure, you know, stored procedure, create procedure, procedure name as begin, query, end. So simple, select a star from first. How to define the parameterized stored procedure? You know, stored procedure with parameters. Create procedure, procedure name, P1 int, P2 varchar as begin, query, end. So these parameters I'm using here to insert the records into cust table. See, first create procedure, procedure name, 1, 2, 3, 4. Total 4 parameters I have taken. Those 4 parameters I'm using to insert the records into the cust table. Next, procedure. Okay, stored procedure with parameter, create procedure, procedure name P1, P2 as begin, query, end. So create procedure, like procedure name. So I'm taking 2 columns, 2 parameters here. These 2 parameters I'm using to update the table in update the phone number in the table. Update cust set. First phone number is the new number which is passing. So if you're not putting any condition, it will update same phone number for all the customers. Instead of that, I'm saying please modify this particular mobile number. Please update this mobile number wherever this condition met. Cust ID equal to whatever cust ID is given by your customer. Estimations, you know, for SQL database, one linked service, for storage, one linked service. Data sets depends on request points. Activities, one copy activity for Azure SQL database, 2 Blob Storage copy, and remaining things as per our requirement. Okay, how many pipelines? 1 pipeline we need. What type of IR we are going to use? Azure integration runtime. Okay, prerequisite, we should know all these things. We have knowledge on all of these things, right? So Azure SQL database, Blob Storage, data factory, integration runtime types, linker service, data set, activity pipelines. Next, required resources, Azure SQL Server, Azure SQL Database, Blob Storage, Azure Data Factory, V2. So these are the required services, friends. Okay. I hope everybody is clear on these things. Parmesh clear. Ratnaraj. Vinay clear, Vinay. Shushmita, Jitendra, Avinash, Bharat, Manohar, Murli.
Clear, Malaya.
Nagraj, Parmesh, Pavan. Okay. Thank you.
Clear.
Okay, come here. So let's create our SQL database quickly. Click on SQL database. Click add to create the new SQL database. So I hope everybody installed the Azure Data Storage, right? What is that? Azure Data Studio. How many of you installed that, friends? So let me create resource group here. BA Master Program 1. Click OK. So database name, you know, Cloud Pandit. SQL DB incremental copy, right? So create a server, Cloud Pandit, SQL Server incremental, right? So let me enter username here. I just entered username and password. Click OK. So in which location is TS? Remaining things you know. Okay, with this, just review plus create. Come here and open new tab. Here, let's create our storage account. Let's create storage account. Click add to create the storage account. Resource group is the one which we have created. Cloud Pandit BI Master Program 1. So storage name I will say Cloud Pandit Storage Incremental. Cloud Pandit Storage Incremental. You just click review plus create. So just create it. Come here, total.html. Let's go and create ADF it. Okay. Let's go and create ADF V2. Just click on data factory. Click add to create the data factory. So use the same resource group. Cloud Pandit BI ADF V2 incremental. It will be available. Git configuration. Let's configure later. Okay, click review plus create. Running final validation. Validation passed. You can create. Okay. Now come to storage account. Storage account is ready. Just open it. And just click on container. Okay. Let's wait here. So we are not going to create any containers manually. Everything will be created from ADF. Data factory will be available. Database, it is still creating. Okay. Let's wait for some time. Meanwhile, let me open our Azure Data Studio. It is going to open. So data factory is ready. Let me open data factory meanwhile. See, storage I open, data factory I'm opening. Database is still creating. Once it is created, we can connect to the database from the Azure Data Studio 2. Just click on author and monitor. See, now we have a storage account, data factory I have opened. Come to database. Database is still creating. Let's wait for some time. Meanwhile, come here. Let's say add connection. Connection type Microsoft SQL Server. So here we can give our server details, authentication, all those things. So authentication, SQL login, everything I will keep. But once our server is ready, this is still creating. Let's wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Meanwhile, we'll do one thing. Let's create the tables. Okay. Let's create the tables here in Notepad. Okay. How to create tables? Let's create table. Okay. Maybe you can say employee. Okay. Employee name varchar. Okay. Employee name varchar. Employee designation or employee salary, simple thing. Employee salary int. Next, employee joined date. Okay, based on join date. Okay, join date is date time. So this is the my table. Okay, employee table. I'm going to create a customer table. Create a table, customer table. Now you will go to bank and you are opening your account. Okay, customer name, C name, varchar. Okay, you can say account type, whether it's a saving account or current account. Okay, so it's a varchar, something like this. Next, customer joined date, or you can say account creation date, right? Account creation date. So if I give this much big name, I need to give there also. So you can say AC creation, AC creation is date time, account creation date. Okay, date. Now let me create one more table. That's all. 3 tables is enough for us. Okay, create table, order, okay, product name, varchar, order, product name. Next, what else we will see? Quantity, let's give 2. Then I'm going to consider order date is date time. So you understood. Today I'm going to consider the date time as my delta column. Okay, these are the 3 tables here. For these 3 tables, what I'm going to do, I will insert few records. Okay, insert into emp values. You know how to insert, right? So employee name, you can say Rama. Employee salary, you can consider some 1000. Joined date, see, I'm just giving here, very, very careful. I'm giving 2020. You can say 11, 20. You can say 11, 01, 01. January 1st. Okay, he joined January 1st. Or you can say January 2nd. Okay, January 2nd he joined at 10 o'clock 10 minutes 10 seconds. Okay, this is the my first record in this table. Remember, this is my first record in this table. Next, Krishna, his salary is 2000 and he joined on next day. He joined next day. Okay, in the same way, Sai 3000. He joined next day again. He joined on 3rd. Okay, this is my EMP table values. Now I am inserting records into customer table. Insert into cust values, cust name David, account type saving, account creation date is, this is 2020, or you can say maybe 0 10 10. This is my first record. Maybe you can consider first record. Okay, or you can say 0 1 only. Maybe you can consider from 10th. From 10th onwards, you are getting the records into this table. Okay, this is first record. Okay, timing you can keep something, but that is also matters here. Okay, David, Michael.
Rama and Krishna invented same date.
Oh, thank you. But that is not the issue. But for you to replicate that, that is important. Okay, current account and the date I am going to give here is. Okay, see. Remember one more thing, on same day you can have multiple records. If you want, let it be. Yeah, let's take something like this. This is the first day I received this record. On second day I received these 2 records. Here on first day I received this record. On second day maybe I received this record. Okay. These 2 things I'm keeping in a custom table. Now I'm going into the orders table. Insert into order. Values are, let's consider laptop. Order name, quantity is 1, and order date is, you can say 2020 11/01. This month only I placed some order. Let's see. Okay, next order, you can say this is my first record in this table. Next I have placed mobile I have placed on 1. Again 10th I placed the record. Now you see, this is on November 1st, this is on November 10th. Now you understood. See, whatever record I have kept here, this is the first record in this table, this is the first record in this table, this is the first record in this table. Now you need to understand, I am creating a table, create table, metadata table, metadata table. Okay, in this you need to mention your source table name. You can say simply table name. You also need to mention schema name, right? Schema name. Schema name is varchar 50. Table name varchar 50. But the schema name is not important here. If you want, you can take it. Otherwise, you can not take it out. Okay. So you know if you have a schema name, how you can do that, right? So schema name dot table name you need to put. If you don't want schema name, so all your schema is a DBO, then you no need to mention. But let it be because you will confuse again later. So schema name varchar 50 table name. Yeah, this is all okay. This is the table name. Table name is varchar 50. Now what you need to do? Schema name, table name, then what else we need? Delta column or incremental column. Delta column. Next, delta column is date time. So you know, right? Delta column is, you see here. Sorry, it's not a date time. Varchar last processed value. Okay, last processed value is going to be date time. Finally, container name. Container name, in which container data should load. Container container name. This should be varchar 50. So don't worry. Now I will explain you. So I'm just inserting one record into metadata table. You will get some idea. Insert into metadata. Values are schema name. So what is the default schema for all the tables, friends?
DBOs. DBOs.
DBO, very good. The schema name is DBO. So my first table name is what? EMP. This is also clear. Next, in this table, based on what column you are going to identify the new records. The E joined date. E joined date is my column name. So E joined date is my column. Next. So last processed value. As of now, till what record you processed? Can you tell me? So I am saying this is my first record. So first record is loaded this time, meaning exactly before this time you need to put. You just paste it here. You can say at least 1 second reduce, or you can do something else. What else you can say? Up to 9 o'clock. Up to 9 o'clock I copied. After, see, on January 1st, up to 9 o'clock I copied. After that, whatever record comes, those are the new records. Now you see your first record came after this time. So that's why this record will become your new record first time. This record also your new record. This record also your new record. Hope you are clear, right? Now, so in target side, where you want to load, I want to create a EMP data container. Into that it should load the data. So with this, can you tell me my second row, what I need to insert? Tell me, friends. Pawan, Murli, or somebody, please tell me.
The schema name is as usual DBO.
Yeah, schema is DBO. Next.
And the cust is
Custom.
This is cust, correct?
joined date is varchar and yeah.
Account creation. Okay.
Account creation.
Good. Next.
And you
So
need to
the
give some value, same 110, 9 o'clock, something like that.
yes, correct. So you can say here 9 o'clock, something like this. Okay, maybe exactly before, like you need to reduce the time. It should be less than the first record derived date. Okay, this particular record, first record came at this time. So as you have not copied this record also, now you need to treat this record also new. How you will load? So for that you need to take the date, last process, the date and time should be less than this first record date and time. Okay, now where I want to load this data? First data. So if you're not clear on this, everything will be a difficult, friends. Okay, so again it's a DBO. Please tell me, friends. Next, table name, you know. Next, what I need to put? What
Product.
order?
Order.
Okay. Next, what I need to take here? I'll just take this. I will reduce the time because this is the first record arrived 10. So before that, I have copied till 9 o'clock records. I copied what? Okay, that's how I need to put initially. Okay. Next. So custody.
Maria, you are giving the container data in the last, container data like this custody order data in the last because you want to get these values dynamically create containers, right? For that purpose only you are creating it.
Yes, yes, yes. Dynamically, we need to create all these containers. That's why I'm taking. You are right. Okay. Clear, Pawan?
Yeah, yes, Malia. Yeah. Correct.
So let's create a stored procedure now. Create proc. So metadata underscore USP as begin end. So what things you need? So you need to update metadata table. Metadata table. Set. I want to set. What I want to set? Last processed value I need to set for each table. So I need to take in this last processed value. I need to set dynamically. So that's why I will say @LPV. Okay. Where I need to set? Where I need to set is for each table. That's why you need to understand the table name. So I will pass table name. Okay. Table name equal to. You may have two things, schema name and a table name. So based on both the things you can able to do, but let's go with the table name here. I will just consider I have a single schema. Okay. So let's say here table name. Okay, that's all.
Oh,
if you want
the like
schema, and
we can pass
schema
also as another.
In stored variable not defined.
I am defining. LPV is the date time. Next @ table name. Table name is going to be varchar. Okay, clear. So everything is ready from source side or not? Any doubts? Please let me know. I can able to explain, because if you're not clear on this, so you can leave the meeting because you will not be able to understand anything. So you can go through the recording. You can save your time. So if you would like to understand this, please let me know wherever you have some doubt. Because without understanding this, you cannot understand anything.
The store procedure once again explain.
Okay, sure. See, stored procedure is basically what happens is, let's imagine, let's go with first table. Now, what is the max rate in this EMP table? What is the max rate we have? This is the max rate, isn't it, friends? So this is the max rate I have. This max rate I will take. Okay, that is the first step we need to do. Okay, let's go one by one. So EMP, in EMP table, I will take the max date. Max date is this date. Okay. Next, second step I'm going to take is my last processed value. What is my last processed value for EMP table? This is the last processed value. Now I have two things. Third thing is, what we need to do, we need to check select star from EMP table, select star from EMP table, where employee joined date is greater than this date. Okay, can you check after this date how many records arrived into this EMP table? After this date, can you check after this date how many records came? See, on January 1st, after 9 o'clock, how many records came? See, this came at 10 o'clock, meaning after this one. This came at 10 o'clock on 2nd. So this is also after this date. This is also after this date, meaning these three records are the new records. So these three records I will copy into my destination. Finally, what you need to do, you copied up to what? You copied up to this record. So this final, this is the max date in this table. This max date you need to take and you need to update here saying that I processed up to 2020-0102, not up to 0101. Now I have copied up to 01 and 02. Okay, to do that, what I'm doing, I am just taking two parameters. One is last processed value. What is the last processed value I need to set? I need to set last processed value is this date. Okay, how you will get this date? So as I said in the starting only, you are going to take the max C joined date from this table. Okay, once you get that, you are going to pass that max value, but this max value will be resetted for all these tables. EMP cust order. That's why I'm going to put some condition saying that where table name equal to cust or where table name equal to EMP. So based on this condition, whatever table last processed value you need to update, you are going to update here. Okay, that's why I'm creating this stored procedure. Okay, clear, Vinod?
Yes.
Yes, Manohar, you need to insert first manually in real time. Okay, see all these metadata first time you need to maintain, you need to take care. Okay. Clear, friends, clear, all of you. Okay, now come to here. So database is ready. Just go to resource. Let's click on set server firewall. Click add client IP. Turn on this. You see client IP added. Now you can save these changes. It is saved. Now come back. Now click on this server. Click on your data storage. Server name I'm pasting here. SQL login, you know, this is the username. Just entering password. So database name is cloud funded SQL DB incremental. Just click connect. So it is connected now. Okay, this is my database. Okay, right click on database. Now just click on new query. Okay, this is the place where I need to execute my queries. Expand this database and check, do we have any tables as of now, any stored procedures or something? One second, it will come sometime. Refresh this. See, just click on tables. See here, just expand tables. You don't have any tables. Let's expand programmability stored procedures. You don't have any stored procedure. Now right click on database, just click new query. So I'm here. I'm going to execute all the things which I have created now. Let's create these three tables first. Let's run it. Something problem. Incorrect syntax near order. What is incorrect syntax? Let's select everything and run it once again. Create a table order, product name, order date. I think you need to put semicolon. Let's run it now. Incorrect syntax near the keyword order. Who order is the keyword, right? Orders. Let's take orders because order by, there is a something called order by, that is the keyword. Okay, just click run. Now you see those three tables created successfully. Now expand this, refresh tables. You will see those three tables now. Take cust EMP orders. Okay, now let's come back. So this should be orders again. Remember, okay. Let's consider these three. Let's insert records into this tables. Okay, let's run it. You see, I inserted 3 records into first table, 2 records into next table, 2 records into next table. Okay, fine. Now come here. Let's create a metadata table. Create this. So metadata table also created successfully. How we will check this? Right click, refresh. The metadata table came. Now I want to insert the data into this. But before insert, you need to make a small change, that is table name. You need to change it to the order. This is order date, this is order. Okay. Just run it. So 3 rows inserted into metadata table as well. Now fine. Now I need to create a final stored procedure. Create stored procedure, run it. See, stored procedure also executed successfully. Now come here. So everything is ready with respect to the database. Storage is, I am not going to do anything. Data factory, come here. What we need to do? We need to create a two linker services. Let's create two linker services quickly. ls. Okay, this is ls. SQL data base. Select SQL database. Continue. Here I'm going to say it's ls this equal db. Subscription is this. Server name is this incremental. Database name is SQL DB incremental. Username is, I'm just entering. Okay, sorry friends. Okay, let's test the connection. Okay, just click create. Okay, connection successful. I'm creating. Let's create the new linker service now. Click new. Blob storage. Click continue. This is ls Azure blob storage. Free trade. Storage name is storage incremental. You no need to test the connection. You can create it. Let's come to author tab. Okay, let's create a pipeline. Let's search for lookup. Okay, bring the lookup activity here. Okay, if you want to rename this, you can rename the pipeline name. Let me just rename the pipeline name first. PL okay, SQL DB to blob incremental. This is my pipeline name. Now I need to take the lookup activity first. Bring the lookup. Okay. Get table list. Okay, get table list. It will get the table list. Come to settings. Let's create a data set. Okay. So as we have created, right? So we need to create the same data set. SQL database. Azure SQL database. Continue. So this is basically select ds underscore data set for Azure SQL DB. Get table list. Linker services. You just take this linker service. Table name. So you can take this table name if you want to process all the records which you have in the look, like in the metadata table. Otherwise you can fire a query. Okay, let's fire a query. Okay, don't select the table. Let's click OK. So I want to fire a query here. Okay. This query is something like this. Okay, what the query is, select star from metadata. Let's preview data. What all records it is given. So select star from metadata means it's exactly same as the selecting the table. Why it is giving only one record? Can you tell me, friends? Why only one record?
Selected first row.
Very good. So we have a property called first row only. Uncheck this, then go up, click preview data. It will show all the records. But now what happens is I have shown you one more scenario where we have some inactive tables. So if you have any inactive tables, that's how you just have to add all those columns, inactive, status column, all those things, right? So now inactive column, if you have inactive column, what I am going to do is that where inactive equal to something 1 is inactive equal to 1, meaning only active table list I will get. That filtering, how you can do, you know already, right? So now I am going to use the for each. For each, bring the for each activity, pass lookup to the for each. This is for each table. For each table, I am going to come to settings. I will pass lookup output to the for each. Okay, let's debug this. Create a breakpoint. Let's debug. It is in progress. Okay, succeeded. Let's see now. See, this is my first item. EMP, joined it. Let me just take all of these things. These are the 3 tables. I'm just keeping all this information here. Okay. So in this, what is this? This is your first item. This is your second item. This is your third item. So for each is going to get all these values, but inside for each, whatever activities are there, for those activities for each item, next to this item, next to this item. Okay, now come back. Now remove this breakpoint, come to for each. So I need to pass the lookup output. I will pass. Okay, just click items, click add dynamic content. So select lookup output dot value. You know, right? Value we need to use, because you see here output dot value. If you give value, all these items will be given to the for each. Now I'm not going to use sequential or batch. Okay, so I'm not going to select sequential or batch count. We'll see the default behavior, whether it is going as a sequential or whether it is going as a batch count. Okay, we will see the default behavior. Okay, let's go inside activities. Let's go inside for each. Let's go inside for each. Now inside for each, what I want to add first thing, lookup again. Okay, bring the lookup activity. What this lookup is going to do? This lookup is going to use the same data set which you have created. Okay, this is basically I'm going to fire a query here. This query I'm going to fire something like this: select star from. Oh, this is not for star, right? This is basically for max value. Select max, or let's click add dynamic content here. I will tell you. See, what we need, basically we need to form query something like this: select star, select max of delta column. Okay, column name from table name. Okay, now column name I need to pass. How will pass column name? Where is my column name? Column name is there in this item. In this item, if I want to pass particular column, what is that? This is my column name, right? C joined it. How you will pass? So you need to say in these items, in this item, remove this call. Okay, this is the item. In this item dot, you need to ask this entire thing is item. In this item, what you want? C joined it. Then you need to ask delta column. Item dot delta col. Then I will get the delta column name. Now from table name. So table name, how will pass this? Here you need to say item dot table name. Okay, here you need to say the rate item dot schema name dot. Okay, let's do one thing. I think it will confuse you a lot. Let's concat all these things. Click concat. So concat is also difficult for you to understand. Okay, let's form simple query something. Select max column name. Column name, you know, I need to get it from the item. So I will say item, say item dot, I can say delta col. You check 1 or 2 times, delta col, correct name I have. This at the rate you remove here, you put that at the rate here. Okay. Now from table name I will get, again table name you need to get it from the for each. So item dot schema name. Okay. You just enclose these things with curly braces. Okay. Now here also you need to enclose with curly braces. At the rate starting you remove. Okay. See, select max of delta column I will pass dynamically from this table schema name. Next what? Dot again at the rate. So here same item dot, this time table name. You understood, friends? See, this is very important. Select max of delta column. What is the delta column in first item? Tell me what is the delta column in first item?
Join date.
Very good. C join date. Okay. Next, in first item, what is the schema name?
DBO.
DBO. See, I am passing DBO. I am putting dot. After dot, I am asking item dot table name. What is my table name here? EMP. So now what I will get is I will get the max value of the EMP. So whenever you are using aggregate function, you will not get the alias name. So that's, you will not get the column name. So you need to pass the alias name. How you will give the alias name? As max value. I will say as max value. So for first item, select select max of C join date from dbo.emp. For second item, what will happen? Select max of account creation from dbo.cust. Okay, something like that query will form. Okay, so this is the query. Just click finish. Okay, now what I need to use next? I need to use a copy activity. Copy data. For this copy data also, I'm going to use the same data set. I'm going to use the same data set. In this data set, I'm going to use the query. So when you are using query, you can use the same data set which you have created for the database. You don't need to create multiple data sets. Now here also select same thing. I think I can able to. Oh, it's not there. Click add dynamic content. So now what happens? The query is something different, right? Now the query is something like this. Select star from table name. So how you will get the table name? Same at the rate item dot schema name. You close it dot at the rate item dot table name. You close it. Where at the rate, here I need to say item dot delta column col greater than at the rate item dot last processed value. Let's close it. So for all of this, what you need to do is you need to keep it in a single quote. Okay, because what happens, date you cannot pass something like this. Whenever you are writing a query on table C, let's say come here, I'm going to say select star from first. Let's run it. So you'll get this, some data you will get. Okay, this data I'm getting. Now when I say where C AC creation data, account creation is greater than if I give this. So what happened here? Greater than this, when I have given, what happened, friends? Can you see? Select star from cast where account creation greater than 2020-01-10-10 something. Now if I fire this query, what will happen?
Information incorrect.
Because you need to put a single quote here, isn't it? So that's why For that query, I'm putting the single quote. What happened? AC creation spelling mistake. See, now I am getting. But if I am not putting single quote here, it will throw error. It will throw error. Okay, so that's why what I'm doing for my query. So I'm writing something like that. Select star from schema name dot table name. This is the table name. It will become select star from table where delta column is going to be based on table. So for EMP table, delta column is C join date, E join date. E join date is greater than last processed value. What is the last processed value? This is the date. I'm going to pass that. Okay, just click OK. Now, once I have collected this data, then I need to pass this data to my target. Target is Blob Storage continue CSV file or JSON file. Let's load it as a JSON. It will be easy. You can say DS for Azure Blob Storage. This is my sync. Linked service, you can use the existing linked service which you have created. Container, you just browse it. See, you don't have any container. What you need to do? You need to create a parameterized dataset. Dataset parameters we need to create. How to create dataset parameters? Sync. Just click on this dataset, click parameters, click new. So here you need to say container name. You can say folder name. Here you can say something folder name. Okay. Because if I give same name, you will confuse. That folder name parameter you need to use here. Okay. For this folder name, I need to pass the actual container name. How you will pass the container name? @item dot. Can you tell me what I need to do? @item dot. @item dot. What I need to do?
Container name.
Correct. Everybody is clear, friends? Okay. Now this is the container. Take this. Put it here. Okay. That's all. Now finally, what we need to do? We need to use a stored procedure to update the values whatever we copied. Bring the stored procedure activity here. Pass it. Click on stored procedure. This is just rename. Okay, as per your requirement. Just click on linked service. Stored procedure name is this is the one which we have created. What it will accept? Two things. Import two things. What are those two things? The table name and the LPV. So table name, I will say last processed value first. Last processed value I will pass @item or lookup. I will pass friends. So you are going to pass the value from lookup one dot output dot. So first row dot max value. Okay, let me show you. So this is the value you need to pass out because in lookup one, see, this is the from this query we are going to get the max value. So this first option is checked. That's why @lookup one dot output dot first row dot max value. The column name is here. You see, the column name here is max value. Okay, so that's why I have given max value. That's why you need to pass the max value. Now table name. Table name you can pass directly from the item. Okay, so for each dot table name. So I have not taken the schema name. So directly you can pass the table name. Okay, simply you can tell. Okay, so this is, I hope everybody is clear. Let me debug now. Just click debug. Let it run now. See, lookup. So what happened? What is the default behavior of the for each? Can you tell me? Is it a sequential or parallel?
Sequential.
Sequential. Parallel. All three copy activities, all three stored processes are running at once. You understood? See, come here. Let me just show you in this diagram, right? So we have one second. Let me just similarly here in this diagram, what we were thought is, see, we thought one by one will come. But now what happened? All these three at a time running, all three copy lookup ran at once, all three copy activities ran at once, all stored processes ran at once. Okay. Now we know what is the value we have updated. Now what I wanted to do, I want to check what is the current value in my metadata table. Select star from metadata. Run it. Okay, these are the last process value. Let's take these last process values against these tables. Okay, let's go and compare here. See, these are the metadata previously we inserted. Later, the max value for EMP became 01, 02, 10, 10, 10. For account creation, the max value became 01, 11. The max value for order date is 20, 20, 11, 10. Let's check all those things are correct or not. So for, let's take first example is EMP table. In EMP table, previous last processed value is 0101. So meaning greater than this is, we have these three records. These three records should copy, and finally it should update the max value is this one, 01, 02, 10, 10, 10. This is correct. Clear?
Yes.
Everybody's
Yes.
clear on this? Now let's go to the custom table. In custom table account creation, what is the previous last processed value? This one. 110, meaning January 10th, 9 o'clock, up to 9 o'clock I copied. After that, see, on January 10th, 10 o'clock I received this, on January 11th I received at 10 o'clock this record. So now I have copied these two records. What is the max date? Max date is till this record I copied. You see, 2020 01 11 10 10 10. So this is the max date we have. So that's why max date is updated in my metadata table. Now 2020 11 10. What is this? This is the max value in this table. Now in EMP table, I should have copied 3. For custom table and order table, I would have copied 2 records. Let's go and check our this one. Okay, let's check here. Click copy data. Let's see how many things copied here. So 2 records copied. For which table? Let's check here. Source set. This is for select star from orders. So in orders, how many records copied? Okay, 2 records read, 2 records copied. Okay, fine. For next table, this is the table for cust. In cust table also we have 2 records. Let's see whether 2 records copied or not. Yes, 2 records read and 2 records copied. Let's go to here. This is the EMP table. In EMP table we have 3 records which should copy. We'll see 3 records read and 3 records copy. Now I'm going to simply debug. What will happen? Can you tell me? What will happen? Can you tell me now? What will happen now?
No records will be processed or copied again.
Okay, correct. So no records are going to copy because all these records I already copied. I already copied all these records, so it is not going to copy anything. Okay, stored process running doesn't matter. Let's go to the copy activities and check how many activities copied. See, 0 records read. Let's come down, check on this. 0 records copied. Let's check third one. 0 records. First thing is, where is my third copy activity? Yeah, here. Let's click on this 0. Okay. Now you see stored procedure is queued, I think. Fine, everything is finished. Now, what I wanted to do, okay, I want to do some more things. That is, for EMP table, I will insert one more record now. Okay, insert into EMP values. I will say 3, no. Salary is 4,000, and my this is the target. So here what I will do, I will say this is 03. This is the one thing. Let me insert now. There is only one record I'm going to insert. Okay, these are the things I have. Okay, clear, friends? Now let it be. Now currently we have select star from EMP, select Start from first. Let's run both the tables. Now see in these two tables, I have inserted
Inserted in EMP table.
Run it. Now you see in this is of what table? This is EMP table. In this EMP table, as of now, last process date is what? 0102, meaning up to this record we copied. Okay, after these records, how many records are new? Only one record. Okay, that only one record it should copy into the destination. For remaining tables, there is no change. So for remaining tables, it is going to copy 0 records. For EMP table, it should copy this one record. Okay, let's run it. Understood, friends? Let's debug now. Okay, so now we'll see all copy activities. We will test it. See, let's go with this copy activity. This is for which table? This is for EMP. So in this copy activity, it is going to tell you how many records it is going to copy. How many records it copied? Only one record read and one record copied. Let's go to other copy activities. We know in other copy activities, this is custom table. For custom table, how many records it should copy? Only 0, because there is no new record in this. For this one, this is of orders table. Let's click on this and see this is rows read and the rows copied is 0 only. Clear, friends? Okay, is it clear to all of you? Now you want to see some more thing. Let me just quickly do. I'm just removing all these things. We'll do one thing. What you can do simply, you can simply put 6 here, 7 here, 8 Can you hear me now? Hello? Is it fine now, friends?
Yes, Mal.
Yes,
No.
it's good.
Right. So I just executed, I inserted those 3 records in EMP table, 2 records in custom table, 2 records in order table. Now I'm just showing you here, you see this is a EMP table. In this EMP table, I am able to see 3 records read and 3 records written. Okay. In this copy activity, you see this is a custom table. For custom table, you see here, this is 2 records read, 2 records copied. Okay. This is what, which table this is? This is orders table. In this order table, how many records copied? 2 records. Let's go and check our metadata table whether it is updated or not. See, these are the results. Results are coming. One second, please. Let me reconnect. I don't know why connection is disabled. Okay. I changed the network, right? So that's why. Let me check. Quickly add the client IP. That's why I'm not able to find the place. Successfully cancel. Click connect. Now you will be connect again. Oh, I connected. Now let me just select the star from metadata. Run it. See, these are the new records. Okay, just to take all these things. Now come here. See, these are the like current value. See, this is the 0108. That is the max value. See here in EMP. See 0106, 0107, 0108 the max value. So the 0108 came here. 0121 is the max value. Yes, in this custom table. In orders table, what is the max value? 1116. See in orders table, we have a 1116. So all these records will be there in our storage. Okay, replace this. See 3 folders came. If you go to custom data folder, so you have total 4 because we ran 4 times. Okay, so first time when we ran, you see this is the first run because modified time, you can see this is 811, 815, 818, 820. Okay, just click on this to see first 3 records which we have loaded. Yeah, I think this is which table? Custom data. Yeah, in custom data we have 2 records only. You see there is only we have 2 records. In custom data for second and third run we don't have any records. That's why 3 bytes. It's a empty. Okay, let's click on this. Here also we have 2 records. We have because in final run we added 2 more records. 2 more records. Okay. These are 0120, 0120. Let's go to the EMP data. In EMP data, even in our third run, we have a record. See, let's see. This is our first one. This is our first one. Just click on this. Here we should have a 3 records. See, we have a 3 records. Now go back. 811. This is 815. Here 3 bytes, nothing, empty because in second run we don't have anything. In third run we written 1 record to EMP. So let's see we have 1 record or not. Yes, 1 record is there. Come back. Let's click on fourth run. We have 3 records again into EMP. Let's see whether we have 3 records. Yes, we have 3 records. See 0106, 0107, 0108. Okay. So likewise, we need to understand the data, friends. Okay, clear how to do the multiple tables incremental copy from SQL database to the blob storage. Is this clear to all of you? Okay, so now I'm going to ask you a few questions. So please note down, these are the interview questions. Okay, so what is the default behavior of the for each activity? Is it a sequential or parallel?
Parallel.
Parallel.
Note down, is that parallel?
Parallel, sir.
Second thing, right? Second question is how you are writing data into your blob storage. Don't tell that we have a container, inside container we are loading data as is. We will not write data directly into the container. Instead of that, I told you how you are writing data into blob storage. I told year, month and day folder. Understood? Okay, okay, clear, friends? We will have a year, month and a day folder inside blob storage. That's what I told, right? Okay, so till Friday I will discuss all the real-time scenarios which are required for interview. On Saturday I will take one interview question and answer session. Okay, I will discuss all the interview questions. Then on Sunday I will prepare resume for all the people who want to try. Okay, that's what our plan of action. So from Monday we will continue with the other things. Okay, that's all, friends. Thank you all. Any questions, friends? Okay,
Malaya is
tell me, Chetan.
do we like PY Spark kuda mandatory kada interview ki, like